Hi Brad, how you going?
Hey, Chantal. As I understand it, you did an Ancestry DNA test, and it kind of got a bit of a surprise when the results came in.
It was the biggest thing I've ever experienced in my life because I didn't think that I would have a close match.
Your origin story is Operation Babylift.
Yep.
In 1975, after 20 years of fighting, the Vietnam War was coming to an end. In the south, the atmosphere was chaotic, with people fearing for their lives and the lives of their children. As North Vietnamese forces approached Saigon, Western nations conducted a mass evacuation of babies and children.
I have directed that aircraft especially equipped to care for these orphans be sent to Saigon.
So you've always known, I'm guessing, that you were adopted.
Yes, and in order to get most of the children out of Vietnam, we were brought out on other people's birth certificates, so my information was very limited. I arrived in Sydney on the 5th of April 1975 in a shoebox, and I was only a couple of days old because I still had my umbilical cord, so it was fresh.
Have you been to Vietnam?
I've been about 7 times now.
Wow.
I can't get enough of the place. I actually gotten down on my hands and knees in Vietnam and I've actually kissed the ground and I've gone, oh my God, I'm home. When I was younger, I wasn't actually proud of my heritage. Early on, I tried to change my appearance. You know, I'm heavily tattooed and I've had mohawks. I've had bright pink hair, purple hair. But the older that I've got, I am so proud. And I tell everyone I'm Vietnamese. Yeah, it's very heartwarming for me.
So your journey started because you were looking for your biological parents.
I started to think to myself last year, look, you know what? I'm getting older. I don't even know if they're alive. The big thing about it for me is identity, not knowing who I am, who I look like.
So I want to take you back to that moment where your DNA results came in.
Oh, I said to my daughter, and this is like 2 o'clock in the morning, I said, can you just jump on and have a look? You know, she's more tech savvy than I am. She goes, Mum, she said, you've got a brother. And I literally, I mean, I won't use the words that I use. I went, no, I don't. I said, I don't have. And she's like, no, Mum. And she spun the laptop around. She goes, have I went, and I literally, I remember doing this. I'm going, oh my God, oh my God. And I was just howling. I went obviously on the app and it's given me his name and then it's given me his location. And I've gone, he's in Brisbane. So here I am, phone, Facebook. And my daughter, she just said, Mum, she said, all he needs are your false eyelashes and he looks exactly like you.
You have contacted him, right?
We had spoken a couple of times and I've blown his mind and I've said, you know, I said, well, I'm your sister and yeah, that's, you know, I think he was quite excited. And then I said, but did you know that we're actually twins?
What?
Yeah, we're twins. I don't know how we got separated. And he's gone, what? And I've since spoken to his wife, Jackie. She said, I've never seen this look come over his face like it did. She said, and she had to walk out the room. She was like, oh my God, I can't contain myself. He was completely shocked. The one thing my adoptive mum did say at the time, she says, oh my God, I could have had the both of you. Like, I think she felt quite sad that we obviously were separated. But I said, Mum, I said, you weren't to know. No one knew.
So are you going to meet your brother?
I am. And I'm so excited and I'm so nervous. Is it possible to love someone that you've never met before? Because I had this instant love. You know, you share this DNA with me. This is a marvelous thing. And I think it's, you know, having a sibling that is fully mine, literally, yeah, I can't get my head around it.
I've got everything crossed for you.
Thank you so much.
And Monica, would you like to go?
Brisbane.
3 people to Brisbane? So, that's it. You have a good day.
Thank you. It's just so surreal. I never thought that I would find a sibling It upsets me quite a lot, the fact that we've been separated for 50 years. How do you get that back? You talk about the stolen generation with the Aboriginal people, like that resonates with me because we've been uprooted from our heritage. We've been robbed of that. There's a lot of things you can't get back. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. You girls have to help me out.
Maybe you should call the black one out.
Yeah, that
All black.
Yes.
Then I've got this, but the only thing that worries me about this, it's going to be hot. And then I had my Vietnamese out-eye, which I can wear with pants. Is it too dressy as well? I mean, you think this is the first time he's going to see me, so... And it's thin as well, so
No,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna...
think the green one.
Why?
Because if you're outside, you'll blend in with the grass.
I love that green.
It's not that
beautiful.
green. No.
So it's going to be out of those three then. Well, I'm going
Out of those three, which one?
the black or the green. I'm very, very nervous. Extremely nervous. My whole body's in knots. I think sometimes I can get too emotional and I don't want to crowd him or just make him feel uncomfortable. We should have bonded all throughout our lives. So I would just hope that connection is there with him. I think it will be. I'm hoping. Oh my God. You have no idea how I feel. I don't want to let go. Oh my God. No, let me look at you.
You're shorter than me. You're way shorter than me. You're shorter than me.
Oh, look at you. You are gorgeous. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's mine. He's all mine.
You alright?
Oh, you look just like me.
The same nose and the same lips.
Oh my God. This is blowing my mind. Can you see?
Yeah,
Can you see?
yeah, I see
you,
it.
Can you see you and me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just sit down.
Yeah, okay.
Just sit down.
All right. Oh, okay.
You alright?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you like heights? I don't know if I can't remember
I'm
if I asked.
terrified of heights.
Awesome.
I can't do heights.
Great.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
So we're here. We got here.
Yes. I'm here.
Yes.
You're here. So what really dropped me was when you said, I'm your twin sister. When you
I
said
can still hear you
And
that
when you
day.
said twin, and that's when I went,
You literally went, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, didn't think it'd be that close.
No.
They yours?
They are.
I wish I'd thought to have brought photographs.
So,
Yeah, see, I wish I had that. The Operation Babylift babies, when they came out, they literally had the name card and whoever was bringing them out. So you've come out with Caroline Wenzel, which obviously I did as well. That's part of her surname,
See, and
the
that is-
Wenzel. That's great. I need to know if we travelled on the same aeroplane, which I assume that we did. I've looked at the archives and you can actually look at the passenger lists and I can't find your name on anything because of all the mayhem and it was just chaos. A lot of the children didn't actually get documented.
yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
So I'm guessing we're never going to know.
No.
Oh, I love photos. Oh, look at your Studley. Look at that. Nice pants.
Yeah, I still like wearing denim.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we were very much alike. Look at that.
Yeah, the nose is the same, the mouth's the same.
And you know what? Even our clothing is almost the same.
Yeah, it's almost identical clothes.
Yeah. No, I love that.
That's my adopted mum and dad, and they're married, obviously.
Look how beautiful your mum is. You
So
can
that would
see
have
that he's
been-
Asian.
Dad's half Chinese. But as he's gotten older, Dad's looked more and more anything but Asian.
Really?
from Mexican to Latino to anything like that. You just, yeah.
Well, I've been mistaken for a Kiwi, and I'm like, oh, really? Like, my eyes are pretty slanty, and you think I'm a Kiwi? Yeah. It's really horrible to say, but I was ashamed to be Asian. I didn't want to be Asian.
I know what that is
because
like.
I wanted acceptance.
And there was
You
no
have
other
to
Asians
accept-
around, because there's no other Asians around. There's no sort of community like, well, what are you picking on me for? There's some Asians over there. And no, I didn't have that either.
What made me stronger was having to try and fit in and deal with the racism, and I don't take crap from anyone, and I will take you on.
Good to see we have the same temperament then.
Oh yeah, well we're
We have the
Aries.
exact same temp. Oh yeah, of course.
We're hotheads.
Yes.
Yes, I'm quite known for my moods.
Yeah, same.
That's a great photo. Great photos. Mum and Dad know that we were meeting today?
No, because this happened so fast. I nearly said no. Not because I didn't want to meet you, I wanted to meet you. But because everything was just too fast for me. You know, I process things so damn slowly.
So you nearly backed out?
Yeah.
Completely?
Yes.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Yes.
You know I've got our Vietnamese flag on my arm?
Oh yes, I'll look
So
at your
that's-
tab. Let's go through your tabs.
Okay, so this, you know that we were born under the old flag, so obviously...
No, I did not know that.
I've had this for years now, but it's your Operation Babylift, and I've got my flight number, because I know my flight number. So it's QF 180.
Okay.
And then obviously Sydney, the date that I arrived, or we arrived, and my Vietnamese name that was on my birth certificate, which is Lati Ha. But obviously, I know it's not my name, but yeah, I put it on there. It says family in Vietnamese. I'm a real homebody.
Yeah,
I like
same.
being home, you know, if I want to cook a dish and experimenting in the kitchen or...
Yeah.
But butter's my downfall. I'm terrible with butter, so if I have like a nice crusty piece of bread, you know, the bread's like that, but my
And the
butter's
buzz like that.
this.
When I first met Jackie, the first time I made her a sandwich, she said, "Oh, I didn't want cheese on the sandwich." I said, "That's not cheese, that's the butter."
It's exactly like me. So, there we go.
Yeah.
So I keep staring.
That's all right.
Can't help
that's all
it.
right. That's okay. I'm not used to people being so emotional about me, so that's nice. Yeah.
The Hercules doors opened on a fun rung under siege. Mortars and rockets were hitting the perimeter of the airstrip.
South Vietnam represents an enormous human tragedy, with a couple of million Vietnamese fleeing from approaching communist forces.
And the civilians? Well, what future for them? They've got no homes, no money, no friends, and perhaps no future.
The first flight of Operation Babylift, bound for the USA, took off from Saigon on April 4th, 1975.
We just turned around and there was this massive fall of black, thick smoke.
138 people perished in the crash. Despite the tragedy, there was little time to mourn, and Operation Babylift continued.
That's ours.
One hopes we're doing the right thing and bringing them over. We're taking them out of their environment. We're taking them away from the people they know, from the culture they understand. And one just hopes that they'll find good homes.
That's me. That's me. You know, we're finding out now that, yes, there were families out there that were told, yes, you'll get your child back. With our mother, did she mean to leave us behind? Did she go back and say, I've come back for my babies? That will always play on my mind now. Well, I do have a really close Vietnamese friend in over there who's an adoptee, and she...
Meeting my blood nieces for the first time, it's going to be quite exciting. Not having any family like that before. It'd be interesting to see if I can see anything of myself in them.
Yeah, there's my girlies.
Nice to meet you. You look so much like Mum.
Yeah, see on the face. Yeah,
Twins.
I can see me in you
I
as
agree.
well.
Now
Yes.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got eyes. We've got dark eyes.
We've been sitting going, yes, like eyes and
Staring
the
at each
nose and the mouth and, yes,
Yeah. Now together.
and we've been going through like things that we like, things we don't like. He's such a foodie too. He loves his food.
I do.
Walking up and just seeing them sitting there like so casually and deep in thought, and Lael just talking like they knew each other forever was really, a surreal feeling. So it was really, really beautiful to see.
So, Brooklyn,
Yeah.
when you play bass, do you slap or do
Yes.
you pick? Or
I
do you
slap. I don't use picks.
When I was in bands, bass players wouldn't slap. They'd always pick.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear people are actually still doing slap.
Now,
People
right, go see my uncle who's going to be Vietnamese and look like my mum.
Yeah, that's good.
I just met him, so I'm getting asked questions that I don't usually get to answer as much. So being able to talk about the things that I like is really nice. Yeah.
The cliche of, it's in our DNA. The characteristics, the mannerisms, the nuances, they're there. You can't fake that. I am taken back a bit that there's so many similarities there. Whether that's because of the twin factor or is it just blood relation, that's been a bit of an eye opener. Right.
You know, they talk about twin love, twin connection. It has been instant. I loved him as soon as I knew he was my twin. It was just that instant spark, attraction.
Have not seen Mum this happy in a very long time. It was everything that she wanted and more.
I've since spoken to his wife. She said, he turned around and said, I would do anything for her. Future for me now, I'm hoping that we can travel to Vietnam together, maybe find Mum or Dad. I'm very hopeful because we are twins. It's got to jog a few memories, it has to. Maybe it's intuition, but I have this strong feeling that our mother is still alive. Anything's possible now.